Hello and welcome to Headlines Now with me, Linda Hercules. Before we move into all the stories in detail, let's take a quick look at the top headlines. Digvijay Singh writes to the Prime Minister demanding probe into Nitin Gadkari's companies for embezzlement. The BJP hits back at the Congress by accusing former Union Minister Veerbhadra Singh of corruption and forgery. Former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa severs ties with the BJP to announce his own party on the 10th of December. Civil Aviation Minister Rajesh Singh refuses to intervene in the Kingfisher Airlines crisis, says government cannot peek into privately owned firms. And the Home Ministry rejects Ajmal Kasab's mercy plea, sends its recommendation to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. News in detail. A local court has granted bail to 11 accused in the TNPSC question paper leak case. Judicial Magistrate the Third, Erode Mohan Ambal, also ordered that they appear in court daily and sign the register for 1 month from today. All of them had been lodged in the central prison for the past 2 months since their arrest. A woman candidate was held on the 11th of August at a center where the exam was being conducted after some candidates noticed her going through handwritten questions and answers prior to the exam. They informed invigilators suspecting it to be a leaked questions as they were similar to the ones in the original paper. The woman later told Collector V.K. Shanmugam, who questioned her, that her husband had given her the handwritten questions. Chief Minister Jayalalitha has ordered the release of 180 million litres of water from the Veeranam Lake to meet the drinking water requirements of Chennai city. Under the scheme, water released from the Mettur Dam for irrigation in Kaveri Delta areas would be received at the lake, which would cater to the irrigation needs in the area as well. A 10-day-old baby found abandoned at the Marina Beach was rescued by the public this morning. Our crime correspondent Salim gives us more on this heartwarming story.
The morning walkers at the Marina Beach found a baby boy lying abandoned. The public rescued the boy and handed him over to the Anna Square police station. The Anna Square police station rushed the child immediately to the government hospital in Triplicane. The child is under medical care. The staff nurse say that the child is safe, he is doing well, and he will be sheltered in a rehabilitation home in Chennai.
On to national politics, Congress General Secretary Digvijay Singh submitted proof of Nitin Gadkari's links with Purti Group of companies to Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and demanded that the opposition party leader be probed on fraud charges. He told the Prime Minister that a prima facie case does exist for an inquiry by Serious Fraud Investigation Office against Gadkari. Meanwhile, the BJP has said that its President Nitin Gadkari is willing to accept and cooperate with any sort of inquiry into allegations of dubious funding for his business. BJP spokesperson Nirmala Sitharaman said that unlike the Congress, the BJP President has said that he is open to any inquiry. She compared the response to the case of Sonia Gandhi's son-in-law Robert Vadra, who has been accused of accepting sweetheart deals from real estate giant DLF.
The BJP party president has himself said that allegations which are levelled against him are baseless. He has appeared in some channels on a one-to-one also to explain his position. In fact, he has himself said that he is open to any investigation by any competent authority. The party endorses his view.
देखिए, जो कुछ भी आरोप या जो भी इस तरह की बातें आई है उसका स्पष्टीकरण बार बार दिया जा चुका है और जरूरत होगी तो और भी स्पष्टीकरण पारदर्शी तरीके से दिया जाएगा। इसमें किसी तरह का न कोई किसी को बैकफुट पे आने की जरूरत है, न ही जो है वो इसमें किसी तरह से पार्टी के इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात है। जो इस तरह की बात है उनका सारा के सारा दूध का दूध पानी का पानी बार बार किया जा चुका है और आगे भी जरूरत होगी तो होगा।
Certain issues, had come out against Mr. Gadkari's private businesses. TV channel had reiterated them. Some information has also come out this morning. The issue is that, these concern the private business dealings of Mr. Gadkari. However, some link is being made to be established that certain companies may have invested in his firms which are either existing or not existing. Some of them may have connections with companies that Mr. Gadkari, as PWD minister, gave some work to. Some of these linkages have been tried to establish. Now, issue is that should you make this into a wild political issue without ascertaining anything and draw a person's personal life into politics? I think that's something that Congress has always maintained is not healthy politics.
The Congress Party and the regional Samajwadi Party slammed the opposition chief Nitin Gadkari over misappropriate funding for his personal business.
देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी कभी भी बिना किसी वजह के किसी पे अटैक नहीं करती है, लेकिन ये मामला जो अखबारात के अंदर हमने देखा है बहुत ही संजीदा और सीरियस मामला है। यकीनन न सिर्फ ये कि इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए, बल्कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अध्यक्ष को खुद सामने आकर इसकी सफाई देनी चाहिए।
Stirring the hornet's nest in the BJP, MP Ramjit Malani renewed his attack on Nitin Gadkari and demanded his resignation, saying that the fresh allegations against him in the Maharashtra land scam will compromise the BJP's campaign against corruption. He said that Gadkari should not be given the second term as the BJP president, as there were serious allegations of corruption against him. However, BJP spokesperson Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi defended Gadkari, saying that they'd given clarification several times to the allegations, adding that they were willing to give it again if needed. With media reports alleging dubious funding for companies run by BJP chief Nitin Gadkari, the government said that it will inquire into the issue, a stand BJP attacked as being selective. Corporate Affairs Minister M. Veerappa Moily said that after the information on alleged funding of companies with which Gadkari is associated has come to public domain, the registrars of companies will definitely inquire into it.
You know, we have not ordered anything. It all coming in the newspapers. Yes. And since it has come to your domain knowledge, then we told our ministry that you make some discreet inquiry. What exactly is the matter? Are there any violation of the company law? That's all.
Anything which the government has started, but certainly, I mean, when the BJP leadership talks from the or accuses others from the rooftops, they must be aware of what they are actually into themselves and what they have done, and therefore they should openly ask for that themselves. He is a senior leader; he should know what he has to do. But he must really know as to, you know, I'm very sure he must come clean on everything. And that's one thing very clear.
Keeping the pressure up on the Congress after expose of former Union Minister Veerbhadra Singh, the BJP accused him of corruption, forgery, money laundering and faking income tax records. It also demanded a special investigation team to investigate the allegations since it did not trust the CBI. New allegations emerged against Mr. Singh, pointing to the possibility that the money he had denied receiving from ISPAT was actually routed through an LIC agent in Shimla into a bank account and then turned into legal money which he then used to buy insurance policies for Mr. Singh and his family.
जो पिछले कुछ दिनों में तथ्य आए हैं, यहां के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री और पूर्व केंद्रीय मंत्री कांग्रेस के नेता श्री वीरभद्र सिंह जी के संबंध में, वो किसी भी दल के लिए शर्मनाक हो सकते हैं। इस सरकारी अधिकारियों को, स्टील मंत्रालय के पीएसयूज को, उस वक्त के स्टील मिनिस्टर के कार्यालय के कर्मचारियों को, पर्सनल स्टाफ को, रिसिपिएंट्स के अंदर लिखा गया है। यह दिसंबर 2010 में पकड़ा जाता है और आज 22 महीने हो गए। केंद्र सरकार इस पे कोई कार्रवाई नहीं करती।
Former Steel Minister Veerbhadra Singh comes under scrutiny as he faced questions about unaccounted cash entries in his IT returns. Singh's original IT returns showed net agricultural income of 7 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees and 25 lakhs for the years 2009 to 2012. But the revised returns filed in 2012 showed a sharp increase in the agricultural income. The source of this sudden increase is, however, not clear.
अब फिर उसी तरह का मामला सामने आया है, जो कि कांग्रेस पार्टी का नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं वहां पर, जिनके नेतृत्व में कांग्रेस पार्टी वहां चुनाव के मैदान में है। वो खुद ही जो है वो चौतरफा घेरे में और चौतरफा जो है वो भ्रष्टाचार के आरोपों में घिरे हुए हैं। निश्चित तौर से कांग्रेस पार्टी किस रूप में और क्या संदेश देकर के और किस एजेंडे के साथ हिमाचल प्रदेश में चुनाव लड़ रही है, इसका सीधा सीधा एहसास लोगों को हो चुका है।
वीरभद्र सिंह ने प्रधानमंत्री के उस दावे को झुटलाया जिसमें प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा था कि पैसे पेड़ों पर नहीं लगते। वीरभद्र सिंह ने एप्पल के ऑर्चार्ड में से पैसे निकालकर बताया कि पैसे पेड़ों पर कैसे लगते हैं। क्या ये अच्छा हो कि वीरभद्र सिंह ये फार्मूला देश के किसानों को भी बता दें। और जिस तरीके से उन्होंने अपना डिक्लेरेशन फाइल किया है उससे साफ पता चलता है कि हमारी राजनीति के लोगों को घोटाला करने और उसे जनता के सामने ले आने में भी अब कोई शर्म लिहाज नहीं रह गई है। लेकिन ये भी तय है कि इस पर भी कांग्रेस पार्टी कोई काम करने वाली नहीं है।
Whatever Ms. Veerbhadra Singh has said, it is nothing but repetition of what Prime Minister has said. This is the attitude of Congress leaders. In fact, Ms. Veerbhadra Singh is in a very serious controversy about taking some bribe or some gift from some corporate houses. So it is under scanner and he has to explain his position. There are allegations. These allegations are very serious. Mr. Veerbhadra Singh will have to explain. Now the state is going for elections. Maybe this is going to be an issue in the assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh also. What Congress leadership is going to say about this, let us wait and see.
That was the end of the first segment for you. Take a short break and be right back.